Hi everyone, today I want to make a video to show you how to make a dough by using the yeast. So this dough can be used, to cook like a flatbread, type of homemade flour food. And you can also use it to make a steamed, stuffed buns. So let's do it, get started. So I have this fleischmann's yeast, like instant yeast, fast acting and rising. So I have like 5 cups of flour in my bowl, and then I'm going to spread it like on top of the flour. At the same time, I'm going to add in like about 100, under 120 Fahrenheit, like warm water in the bowl. At the same time, I'm going to use my chopsticks to, basically mix my flour with the the water together. And this is about like 1.5 cup of water. So I have another one, so I'm going to drop it in here. So get a better sense about how much water I will need for these 5 cups of flour. Okay. I will add a little bit more. Okay. 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 So this is going to be a handmade dough. And then you may ask me, hey, why don't you use a maybe kitchen aid to make the dough? For me, making a dough by hand is actually quite easy and fast as well. And also, I don't need to wash the kitchen aid, so that's why. Okay. So that's how does it look in my bowl now. So I'm going to just mix the flour together. Okay, the tip here, when you add in the water, just slowly add it in, and then you can use your eye to observe the mix of the flour and also the water like together. Okay. And even if you add a little bit more water, it doesn't matter. You can also, add a little bit more flour in the bowl. Okay. Drop a little bit. Oh, by the way, my dough today is a little bit wet, so that's a kind of failing like an example. So I'm going to grab some dry flour. Okay, so I'm going to drop in a little bit more dry flour. Okay, try to like save the dough. Okay, at the same time, I will rub my hand. So the flour will come off my hand. Then I will roll it one more time. Okay. So until the dough looks like smooth. Okay. Okay. So that's the dough look now. I'm going to let it sit in the bowl for like 15 minutes before use. So actually you can use it like immediately when you make the flatbread, but it's also good let it sit a little bit. So to add more like resilience in the dough, in the flour. Today I'm going to make a sesame bread. So the dough is on the side, you know, it's like waiting now. I'm going to prepare like other ingredients like we need. So first, so I'm going to add in like a should say 1/4 cup of the like a flour in a bowl like this, and then I'm going to add in like a 1/4 cup of like a vegetable oil in the bowl. The purpose is I'm going to use it to make the layer for the sesame bread. Okay, so put on the side some little chopsticks, you know, to mix it like this. And some people say you can also use like a cooked, you know, like a vegetable oil as well. So I put it on the side. Oh, I will want to add a little bit more like a white pepper, just to give like a little bit more like a flavor. So I have my like a white pepper over here. So I'm going to give like let me grab my okay. So because I plan to make a 4 to 5 like a 4 to 5 sesame bread. So let me see if I can find my like a teaspoon quickly. So okay. It's a little bit weird. Okay, not able to find it like successfully. So I'm just going to use this like you know spoon. So I'm just going to give one. This is a tablespoon. So I'll just give 1 tablespoon, and then I will put on the side, and then I'm going to mix it like a white pepper or like a 5 spices, just give a nice flavor of the bread. At the same time, I'm going to add in like 1 teaspoon of salt as well, like also add a flavor for the bread. Okay, so I will put it on the side. At the same time, I'm going to chop some green onions. So I have about like 4 ounces of green onions. I'm going to put it on the cutting board, and then now I'm going to like chop it quickly. This is also part of the ingredients for the sesame bread, flatbread. There are some big ones, so just chop them. I can put it in a bowl, or I can just let it sit on this board, because I'm going to use it like should say immediately. So now I'm going to show you how to make this like sesame flatbread bread. Now let's make this bread. I have some dry flour on the top of my countertop like a protector, and then that's a big like actually dough today. So not going to use all the dough. So first I'm going to just use my hand, split the dough into 2 pieces, and then for this one I'm going to make like this big, and then I will chop like half, and then chop the other half into halves as well. So today basically I'm going to make 4 like sesame bread. Okay, I'll give a little bit more dry flour. Okay, let's do this one first. Okay, so try to make it like all around like a fly skin. Okay. Okay, for example, this big. Super big. For example, this big. And now I'm going to cut it like for example. Okay, so where's my? I can just use my. Cut like triangles. So, and then I will show you, then you will know what I mean. Okay. So now I'm going to use a spoon. I'm going to take the vegetable oil and also flour mix and also red pepper mix on the top, spread on the top of this flat skin. Okay. And you can also use, I think you can also use your hand as well. Okay. And then spread it like evenly. Okay. And at the same time, you add the green onion on top of it. Okay. And now you are going to close it. So, okay, I can start from here. 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer, 5, 6, 7, and then I can use this one basically to wrap like the rest, and then I'm going to use my hand. Okay, I'm going to roll it. Okay. 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 Hi everyone. I'm going to turn on the heat, and then I'm going to basically pan fry the sesame flatbread now. So I have 1/3 of vegetable oil. So I'm going to drop in the pan. Okay, I'm going to let it basically manually spread it like this, and then let the pan start to heat up. And then at the same time, I'm going to grab my, just give a little bit because the pan takes a little while to heat up. So at the same time, I'm just going to grab the bread right now. Yeah. So for now, I just want to show you that's how the bread look. So the size is like this. Okay. Okay. Let's give a little bit time. Okay. This is really from the start to finish. Okay, so I'm going to drop in this bread. Okay. I like to add the top because that will gather the heat and then make it cook a little bit faster. So at the same time, I'm going to have a plate ready. So okay, and put on the side to be ready. And at the same time, I'm going to give one side. I will give it 1 minute to let it to cook. Hi everyone. So I basically turned the sesame flatbread already. So but for one side, I give it 1 to 1.5 minutes just to make sure it is fully cooked because it is thick, pretty thick, pancake. So now I just turn. So and then the other side has the sesame, and then not only turn, I also cook for another 30 seconds already. So I'm just going to give another 30 more seconds. Okay, now it's look kind of beautiful. Okay. Just in order to cook fully well, so I'm just going to give another 20 seconds. And at the same time, I have this cutting board ready. So just to after it comes out, I plan to just chop it into pieces. That's also a process I can share with you, and you can also do the same. So okay, so I'm going to turn off the gas right now. Okay, I'm going to take the bread out. So just to show you how beautiful it is, both sides. So I'm going to put it on a clean board, and then I have my big knife here. So I'm just going to go ahead chop those into pieces. Okay. Okay. Oh, it looks beautiful now. So I'm going to present it in the plate. Okay. Just to show you, that's how beautiful it is. Let me just turn it quickly. I want to show you the side with the sesames. Ta-da! That's how beautiful it is. And also, it has the layers with the green onions. So, it smells so good. And just now I dropped one piece. I'm just going to go ahead and try it. Very yummy. Feels very like homey. Yeah. And I'm gonna eat it with like a soup. For example, the shrimp and the melon soup, or chicken soup, or tomato egg soup. Either, I mean, any of it is good. Thank you so much. And also like and subscribe. You will see the specific ingredients in the description. And if you make it, share with me in the comment section. Thank you so much.